Hello everyone, this is Stranger Haunts here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing Ginger's Spirit Halloween 2025 Ideas game, which is a very, very cool series of games that I've been a fan of ever since 2022, I would say. They've had some fantastic creations over the years, very creative stuff that Spirit wishes it could do, honestly. Not to make fun of Spirit here, but I'm just saying that the fans can come up with some fantastic beyond original ideas, and it's insanely impressive. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out this new ISC that they built for this year. It's called the Spirit Valley Mall, and as you can tell, it's closed permanently. Oh wait, no, now it's open. Well, isn't that good for us? So let's begin here with Wreckage Will. So Wreckage Will is a zombie guy with a stop sign in his chest, and he's retailing for $250. And yeah, that was Wreckage Will, who I think is a fantastic zombie prop. If he was real, I would totally buy him. I'm not even joking. I love just the gruesome concept. It's almost reminiscent of the construction worker that Distortions Unlimited is selling for this year, except instead of being electrocuted, he has a stop sign stuck in his chest. But I love the face sculpt. Whoever sculpted this did such a good job. Like, look at this. It's insane. It looks so much like a real spirit prop. Yeah, I'm beyond impressed with this guy. Again, if he was real, I would totally buy him in a heartbeat. I mean, as it is, I love zombie props, and to get one this unique would be fantastic, and I feel like a lot of people would love it as well. So right over here we have Mortivis, which is being sold for $300, and he's this tall vampire bat skeleton creature thingy. I don't know what to call him exactly, but I already love his design.
Dare to enter my domain. My cane holds the weight of 1,000 midnights.
And that was Mortivis. Again, what a great prop. I mean, let me see here. From what I can tell, he's around the same height as my character, which I really don't know what that translates to in real life, but whatever. But yeah, this guy is really cool. I love his design, like I said. He has this very skeletal appearance. It's very gothic, and that's already my kind of aesthetic, so I greatly respect this prop. And I also like the vampire bats that's on his finger there. That's such a nice touch. And the cane too, and the skulls over here. There's so much detail with this guy. I mean, again, if he was real, 300 would be such a good price for him. Because, I mean, there's so much going on with this character design. It's really impressive. As you can tell right here, we have Scary Sitting Scarecrow, which is just doing his thing. And sitting on a barrel, I guess. Over here we have the Monarch, which is a very creepy looking butterfly creature. It's pretty much like Wanda Websworth in a way, except I would say much cooler. And that was the Monarch. A very, very cool prop. Again, it's pretty much like Wanda Websworth, at least in terms of build and everything else. But again, like I said, this is so much better in every way. I just love how much detail's on it. Okay, don't get me wrong, Wanda was a great prop. I thought she was one of the coolest from last year, but I feel like she was lacking in a few departments. But this, on the other hand, is just loaded with detail, and it looks so terrifying. It's almost alien-like. I know it's supposed to be a giant butterfly, but it looks like an alien as well, which, hey, could work in really so many different settings. Like, it could work in a farm theme, a forest theme, a laboratory, or even a space station. You really don't know. The possibilities are pretty much endless with this prop. I mean, it might not work in a graveyard, but you could probably try to fit it in or something. And let's just appreciate this. This is the Spirit Horrorplex Theater, and it looks so cool. I just love the fact that they recreated that in this game. It's obviously smaller than the original that we had back in 2010, but I just love the inclusion here and how we have all these theme references and also prop references too, like, you know, Crouchy, and, oh, Return the Reaper, which I'm assuming is Jack the Reaper. I'm not too sure though. But again, this is a really, really cool addition, and I'll get back to this later too. Here we have Shirley's Stab, which is a returning prop from 2024. if I'm gonna be honest here, this prop is kind of overrated. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong. I think it's a pretty cool, gory prop. But I don't know, I'm just not really a fan of its look. In real life, it's so plasticky, and the animation's pretty bare bones. That's all I'm gonna say about this prop. I'm sorry if anybody likes her, but that's just my opinion. Here we have Hobo Jones, which is being sold for $190, and I like this addition over here, the Spirits Diner thing, showing the original Shirley Stab before she did that, which is really cool. So yeah, I just thought to mention that. And okay, this person just pushed into me. And yeah, let's see what Hobo Jones does.
The world's gone mad, but I'm feeling fine. Life's a long, long train ride, and I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah, this dude's pretty awesome. I mean, $190, you can't go wrong with that price. But what I really like is how his eye rolls from one side to the other. That's so cool. And not only that, but I think he looks very, very cool and unique. There's not a single skeleton prop that's similar to this that I know of. So just seeing something like this is great.
The world's gone.
Right over here we have Unlively Sight, which is a scary demon-looking dude who's being sold for $300.
Call me fallen angel that was hooked on a wall. But I will never return from where I came. Perhaps if they see me, they'll see something
Yeah, this guy's really cool. He's pretty much like the harbinger of hell that Spirit Halloween sold back in 2015, except 100 times better. I can't really compare the two props because, again, Harbinger was a pretty old prop. I mean, it was from, like, over a decade ago, but still, I mean, this is pretty much that prop on steroids. I mean, I love the animation, the way his arm points upwards, those swirly eyes, which I'm not sure if they'd be projections in real life, but either way, they're really cool. And I also like just all the animation with him and his look to it. It's so unique and memorable. I feel like he's a character that would become iconic after a few years. I mean, again, great prop. Right over here we have the Crooked Man, which is based off his appearance in the Conjuring movies, and he's being sold for $330. And yeah, I mean, what can I really say about this guy? He's amazing. I love the animation, the way he just lunges towards you. That's so terrifying, especially with this huge stature here. And, I mean, again, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a prop of this guy before, because, I mean, the Conjuring franchise is already very iconic. And speaking of which, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised this year if you're a fan of the movies. But, yeah, this guy would be great to have a prop of. I mean, he's very imposing and terrifying. Just look at him. And the phrases, too. The phrase that they chose from the movie, which I think was, like, the only scene that he was in, is just, it's terrifying. That's all I can say. It's so scary. Right over here, we have a flashback prop for this year. This is Silent and Deadly Clown. And he's being sold for $200, which is funny. So I'm assuming that they made this before Spirit Halloween released their remake of Silent and Deadly Clown earlier, which was being sold for $180, which is slightly different from this price over here. So I don't know, but either way, this guy's cool. Over here we have the Hanging Pirate Skeleton, which is being sold for $180. And it seems to be just a rocking prop, but I love the simplicity of it. I wish we got more pirate props in general. We rarely do as it is. So something like this would be great to have, especially in the background of like a cemetery, a pirate theme, which I know is kind of niche, but still, or even like a nautical theme or something like that. Like, again, this guy would fit in a lot of different settings, so I really like him for that reason alone. Over here we have Major Sweets, which is being sold for $300, and he's this very jolly-looking Mario kind of dude with a top hat and a lollipop. So yeah, let's check out what he does. Yeah, this guy is really cool. I love the waving arm that they gave him. I think that was such a neat touch, but it really fits the character as well. But what's kind of unexpected is he does this lean over here, and kind of like, I guess, brings his arms inward. It's such a cool, unique animation, and I'm not sure how they would pull this off in real life, but I would love to see it. I mean, this guy's really cool. 330 is pretty steep, but I'm assuming that there's a reason for that. Maybe it's the mech or something, or just everything that he has going on, who knows. Over here we have the Flame Spitter, which is being sold for $250. And what's cool about her is she's based off this one illustration that Spirit Halloween had on one of their posters from the Carnival last year. But it's funny because that illustration never became an actual prop. So this is pretty much that illustration, but turned into, well, a prop. And I think that's really cool. Yeah, so she's pretty much like a female Dr. Payne, which was a prop that Party City sold last year. But I would say I actually prefer her over Dr. Payne. I like the design a lot more. There's so much more going on with it. It's very unique. And I just love the feature that she has. I know Dr. Payne had that same feature, but I like the way that they incorporated it into this prop, where she's holding this lyre, and that's what fogs. It's so cool. Over here we have Bullseye Barrett, which is this very disturbing looking clown with some arrows in his eyes, and he's being sold for $300.
Don't be scared! Just hit me with your best shot!
Yeah, this dude's really cool. I mean, 300's a steal for him. I already love this character. I just love the way he looks. It's so disturbing and very, very gruesome. But I love just the overall concept of him, too. The fact that he's holding this bullseye and then he pulls out his own heart, like you would not expect that. I mean, maybe you would from the stance, but still, it's such a good animation, and it would make for a great scare on Halloween night, I'm just saying. Here we have Jigsaw, this hanging clown dude, and he's being sold for $200. I like that saw that he has going on here, so let's see what he does. So this guy's pretty much like Buzzsaw from 2012, except with both arms still intact. But I really love the spinning saw blade. I think that's such a cool addition to this prop. I love the way that he's hanging off these meat hooks as well. It's really creepy, honestly. Very, very sinister, and I like it a lot. We have Poor Georgia, which is being sold for $190, and she's pretty much a reskin of Poor George from 2023. But this time, well, she's a girl. And that was Poor Georgia. There's not much to say about her because she's pretty much just a female Lucky Bottoms. It doesn't seem like her audio is working as far as I know, which is kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Still a very cool looking prop. I like how they added these spikes around her shoulders. I just noticed that. But that kind of gives her more of a punk look, which I think is very unique. Now, and now we're stepping into the Spirit Valley Mall. Over here we have Rotten Ralphie, which is being sold for $170, and it looks like he's a reskin of Dark Princess and Dagger Mike, but I can already tell that I like this one a lot because it's a ghost. Well, it's a kid in a ghost costume with a dagger and a pumpkin tail. Yeah, this dude was very surprising. I did not expect to see that face popping up. I mean, it's so gruesome. I doubt that's something Spirit would do, but I love it a lot. And I like the fact that he's also holding this razor blade chocolate bar in his hand. That's great, and it kind of plays into that whole urban legend of people stuffing razor blades into their candy for Halloween night. And it really takes a new twist on that by actually making him look like he mangled himself with said razor blade, which is really disturbing, but I just love how macabre this is. Here we have the groundskeeper, which is being sold for $260, and he looks to be some sort of farmer guy with a scythe, and he has a Venus flytrap in his hand or something. Let's see what he does.
They thrive on that. And I got a green dub. My friends here have quite an eye for such, and you seem to be their most recent session. Have you got been as short as what you got? Well, you misgot it. I got eyes all over.
Yeah, this dude's pretty cool. I mean, he's not really a huge flashy prop or anything, but I mean, I like the concept of it. The fact that he's like this regular old groundskeeper, but he has a very sinister twist to him with his Venus flytrap opening up. And I like his phrases too. I can't really understand them. Maybe that's just because the audio file is kind of corrupt, but either way, the voice acting was great. Here we have Thornwick, which is being sold for $300, and he appears to be some sort of skeleton, shoveling groundskeeper dude. And I already love his design. That's what I'm gonna say right now. I just really like his looks.
Where are you running? You can't hide from me in my garden. I can smell your feet. Let's see how fast you run. 6 feet of soil.
And that was Thornwick, another great prop. I really like his animation, the way he lunges out at you. And that's something that you wouldn't expect at all, because, I mean, you just assume, oh, he's gonna talk and talk about how he likes to, like, farm stuff or whatever. But no, he lunges out at you, which is such a surprise. So overall, really cool prop. Here we have the Evil Witch, which is being sold for $200, and I'm pretty much a huge fan of witch props as it is, so I would definitely buy this one. I like how she's holding the spell book and everything, and I'm not too sure what it does. It looks like she has some motion tracking technology, which is pretty cool, so let's check her out.
Eye to eye, heart to heart, shall we rip your soul apart? Here in my case now, there's no getting out. You shall feel my presence wherever you go. Every time your mind wanders, it will wander to me. You're mine now, pretty, and I'll knock you right off your feet. Hey, you look so familiar. Oh, right, you're the last ingredient for my next brew. You think you can run, but I linger like a forgotten word on the tip of your tongue. Remember my face, pretty, because it'll be all you see in your dreams.
Yeah, this prop is amazing. Yeah, that was the Evil Witch. I mean, as it is, I'm already a huge fan of witch props. I've always thought they're like a huge staple of Halloween, so to see something like this would be fantastic. And I'm already a pretty huge fan of Nibbles, but I think this is way better. I mean, I think that feature fits so well with a witch like this. And it's so creepy too. I love her phrases. Whoever wrote them did a great job. Like, she has some really good phrases that sound official too. Like, it's incredible. No offense to some Spirit Halloween Roblox games, but I feel like some of the phrases that they come up with are kind of cliche. But this, on the other hand, very well done. No complaints at all. I mean, I think she's great, and again, I really hope Spirit makes a prop like this, or at least some sort of motion tracking witch prop in the future, because, again, it's such a cool idea, and I feel like they pulled it off perfectly in this game. Here we have Verminous Timmy, which is being sold for $200, and it looks like he's stuck in a trash can, so let's free him out. Yeah, that was Verminous Timmy, and he's really creepy, as you can tell. He has a rat stuck in his eye. I love that head bobbing animation that they gave him, and just that huge, quick pop-up like that. It's so cool. This is a prop that I would totally buy. If it was real, I would totally buy this thing, no questions asked. It's just so creepy, honestly. Again, it's gnarly just having this rat stuck in his eye and, like, wiggling around. He has a very cool look. I love how they gave him this fedora, like he's almost some sort of dead mob boss or something that was just shoved into a trash can. I'm not sure if that's the backstory they were coming up with there, but it works so well with this dude. I love him. Here we have the mannequin, which is being sold for $140, and I can tell that I already like this prop a lot because it kind of reminds me of the mannequin that I think Morbid Enterprises made back in 2015. It's kind of like that, but I'm not sure what it does differently. But I'm really hyped. I mean, I love this thing already. Yeah, that was the mannequin. It's pretty simple. It has a very quick jump scare, and for $140, this would be a steal. I mean, that jump scare is great. It's almost like the coat rack monster in a way. But I just like it a lot. I'm not sure if the audio's working on it since it seems pretty silent, but I don't know what audio you give to a mannequin really. But I bet you could think of something. No, but even without the audio, it's great. It's a really cool prop. Very unique, and I feel like it'd work well in like a haunted attic theme or like an abandoned store, something like that, you know? We have Totally Killer, which is this really creepy looking serial killer prop. Yeah. This thing is so cool. From what I can tell, it looks like it has servo technology with the way the head tilts and the arm moves around too. Yeah, what a great, creepy prop. I love its presence. And the look of this dude too. I'm assuming he's wearing like a very vintage looking mask, which is such a genius idea. I love that. I love that whole look that they gave him. It's so creepy, especially with the way he turns towards you and presents his victim. Like, what the heck? It's so good. And also, yeah, this is a prop that I don't think Spirit Halloween would sell, but if they did, I would have to applaud them because this is insane. Here we have Miss Pie-Eater, which is being sold for $170, and she's a very creepy looking waitress with a pie in her hands. I'm not sure what she's gonna do, but let's see.
Wow, have a bite. It would be such a shame if all my hard work went to waste. Don't be shy now, sugar. It's rude to refuse a gift, especially one this personal.
And yeah, that was Miss Pie-Eater, which is a very disturbing prop. One little critique I have is I kind of wish she was a very creepy looking human waitress instead of like, you know, skeleton, but still, it's very cool. But this part is what gets me. This revealing face over here is so terrifying. I mean, imagine just seeing that pop out at you for the first time. That would be terrifying and scary. That'd be creepy. Like, I love it. The animation's great. It's very simple, but it does its job perfectly. Here we have Fluffy the Crate Beast, which is based off of the Creep Show series, I think. And I'm really excited to see what this dude does.
Especially one this personal.
That was Fluffy the Crate Beast. I mean, wow, what a cool prop. Unfortunately, it looks like his audio's not working, but that's fine. I mean, just looking at this dude, once he pops out, that is, I mean, he just has so much detail going on. I love how they pulled this off. They did such a great job modeling this guy. He looks just like Fluffy from the Creep Show series, and yeah, he's awesome. I wish Spirit made a prop of him. I feel like they might eventually, since I believe they have the licensing to the series itself, but I'm not sure, honestly. I hope it eventually happens, because again, this dude is wonderful. Here we have the Fates, which is being sold for $300, it looks like. Wow, these are really unsettling. I mean, what can I say about them? I love their designs. I just love the faces that they gave to the Fates, and it's so creepy how they have this decapitated head strung up to some string or something. I don't know what that is, but it's such a cool idea in the way that this one's wearing scissors too. It's so cool. I mean, this is such an abstract but unique and awesome prop. I mean, it has a great presence here. And I mean, for this price, I would totally get it. I mean, it's so creepy, and I feel like it could work in so many different settings too. Not just a graveyard, but maybe like, I don't know, maybe an asylum theme, a forest theme, all that stuff, you know? Finally, we have the Lurchin Zombie, which is being sold for $200. And yeah, this dude looks awesome. He kind of reminds me of a Spirit Halloween zombie that we would have seen back in 2014, or maybe even like 2013, 2012, 2011, all those years, especially in the zombie wasteland. He's very cool looking, and I like the face sculpt that they gave him with this half skeletal face. It's so cool. His animation's very simple, but I like this guy a lot. I mean, the audio's great. I love the look of him, especially with his exposed rib cage and the exposed skull and all that stuff. Oh, and the skeleton hand too. It's very cool. What I also love is the way they displayed him here, where they had him in this tunnel, this little zombie wasteland looking tunnel. It's so cool, and it's also pretty relevant to this year's theme at Spirit. So that's a nice little Easter egg that they have going on here. But yeah, this dude, if we do get some sort of subway theme this year, I would love to see something like this. And here's some boxes if you're wondering what they looked like. The people that made this game did a fantastic job making them look accurate to the actual boxes that you see at the Spirit Halloween stores. We've got Poor Georgia, Jigsaw, Mortivis, Wreckage Will, and Fluffy, who has a very cool looking licensed box. Love that. We've got Bullseye Barrett, more Wreckage Wills, and Unlively Sight over here. Very cool stuff. Again, the people that made this game did an amazing job making this look as immersive as possible. I mean, there's so much detail going on, and you can tell that they put a lot of passion into this. Yeah, that was pretty much my entire video, reviewing all the props here in this game. Again, Ginger Spirit Halloween team did a fantastic job making this. Like, it's beyond impressive. You could tell that there's so much time and effort, and just dedication put into this entire project. I mean, it's amazing. There's so much detail here, and it feels so immersive. Like, I love how the shops, or like little storefronts, kind of correspond to the props in front of them. Like, we've got the Spirit Aquarium here, which is a nice reference to the SS Riptide from 2019. We've got this back alley. We've got the Cirque du Spirit, another great reference to 2010. And we've got the Candyland over here, which is very fitting for this dude. And I like how this looks like a broken entryway to a mall. It's so cool. And then over here, we have the lawn carriage, which is a reference to Spirit's Lawn series that they used to have going on back in like 2013, 2012, all those years. Great and very fitting for this prop. Of course, like I said earlier, the Horrorplex Theater was amazing, and it's nice to see it come back in this game as well. Then we've got the Spirit Diner, which is a reference to Shirley Stab, but this would be a great theme to get eventually. Honestly, I would love something like this if they managed to pull it off somehow. And then we've got the Spirit Arcade here, which is really cool too, because it's almost a reference to certain leaks we got back in 2024, where people were thinking we were going to get some sort of arcade theme. But of course, instead we got the Carnival, but it's still a nice little reference to have. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. Again, amazing job, developers. You all did such a great job making this as immersive and fun as possible. And I have to say, out of all your lineups, this has to be my #1 favorite. There's so many bangers, I can't think of a single prop that I dislike. If I were to choose a favorite, it might be this guy over here, actually, Mortivis. Again, I have so many praises for this guy. If I had a least favorite, I really don't have one at all. I mean, I love all of these, and you all were so creative while making these props. That was my very short video, and I thank you all for watching.